Hello, and today we're going to talk about mindset shift again. And the reason why I'm talking about this, we're going to talk about the statistics. We're going to talk about how to, combat those statistics. And we're going to talk about our mindset shift and why this is important. Why the videos that I'm bringing to you, I'm bringing them to you now because it's time we do something now. Okay, so we're going to go over some statistics based on 2024 statistics now. Okay, now we're going to talk about women. Women by the time women reach their 30s, they're going to experience 2 to 3% of hair loss. Okay. All right. By the time you're in your 50s, you're going to experience, this is women overall, no matter what race, up to 10% of hair loss. Okay. By the time you're in your 70s, you're going to experience 30% of hair loss. By the time, and why it's coming back to the 50s, it's going to tell you why now, right? This was based on just maybe some type of medical issue, hereditary issue, something like that. This is what this is talking about. So all the way up to 70s, this is what they're talking about. From the 50s, right? Women are going to experience 50% of hair loss. This is based on menopause, depression, high levels of stress. Why are we talking about that? Because me being in my 50s, well, I'm not in my 50s yet, but I'm almost there. Because of that, I understood then about 9 years ago to stop doing chemical services. And we're going to go into the combating it, okay? Black women by the age of 50 will experience 50% of hair loss, visible hair loss. 50%. Now, I don't know if you guys are paying attention. This is talking about all women, all right? And we're talking about North America. 50% will experience by the age of 50 for that reason. Black women will experience by the age of 50, and I have a video about the stages of hair loss in the different age brackets, right? But this, by 50% invisible hair loss. Now, why am I bringing this to you? Okay? So, how to combat it once you get to by this time? How do you combat it even by your 30s if it's not something medical or alopecia, that's something you cannot control, right? If it's that, then the steps that you want to do, I always talk about that 80-20 rule where you're doing 80% of your natural hair, enjoying your natural hair, right? Not blow dries, color, all these different chemical services. Lay off of that and more embrace your natural beauty, right? That's the combating. That's basically it, right? And then the second one is, because by the time you're in your 50s, you're experiencing hair thinning. We start desiring our hair to get more fuller, right? We want full, thick hair, but we're not getting it because just think about all the things that are going against us. We're going against menopause, right? We may be on stressful jobs. We may be moms. We may just have something horrific happen to us or just stressful, right? We may be going through divorce. Whatever the cases may be, you're dealing with all of that. Plus, you're going against age. And with age, things change. Your texture, your hair texture changed. My hair wasn't as wavy as it was 20 years ago. No. And my hair wasn't as fine. People think my hair is thick. My hair is not thick. My hair is actually fine. And I notice as I'm getting older, I'm approaching 50, that is an issue for me. I'm like, oh my God, I want my hair thicker. But I've learned to embrace what I have. And what I did was I stopped chemical service. I do a chemical service maybe a few times a year, maybe 4 to 5, and that's a color. You know, if that gray gets too crazy, but I actually want my gray hair, right? So you have to eliminate all of the blow drying and the extensions. When it comes to black women, this is a key point. That's why now you're now having to put edges, fake edges on to make edges. Edges was not significant until we started losing our hair. When you look back even in the 90s, right? When we had women that were wearing extensions, they have not lost their hair, right? When you think about some of the celebs that are on TV and they're wearing extensions, they didn't have issues with their edges. But this millennial, what we're dealing with now, where it's like, put this on, oh, this is gonna make this gonna sleek this down, all these different things, we're losing our hair. So we have to go back to combat that 80-20. The other thing you have to do is see your dermatologist, trichologist. We have to look at our diet. We have to look at our regimen, what we're doing, and we also have to look at our bad practices. All right, and I'm speaking to the Black women. For the other women, it's still the same thing. You have to consult with your doctors on this as well. No matter what, and all of these we have to consult. But for Black women, this is self-inflicted. That's what I want us to understand. For us, it's self-inflicting because we know the issue. We can stop it, but we're living in the moment. We're making long-term decisions. We're making short-term decisions that's going to affect us in the long run. This is now by the age of 50, you're worried about 50% of your hair gone. So I hope this video is an eye-opener to you guys, and that you take heed and start making some changes. The mindset has to shift, because a lot of times if you are experiencing hair loss at this moment, that does not mean it's permanent. But if you have to do something now, all right? So you have to shift your mind and say, hey, I made some mistakes, but I can go ahead and grow my hair back, right? So we have to take that chance. And we have to also understand our hair is not difficult. Our hair is our glory, that we should be proud of our hair. No matter what race we're in, we should be proud of our hair, right? And remember, it's our glory. And we only have this body, this temple, for such a time. And God wants us to take care of our body from head to toe. All right, from head to toe. So I hope this video helps you. I'll see you guys in the next video.